Hi there, I'm Damien. Today I want to share some ideas about a particular IELTS speaking card. Today's card is: describe a new law you would like to introduce in your country. You should address the following points: what law it is, what changes this law brings, whether this new law will be popular, how you came up with this new law, and how you feel about this new law. So as usual, let's think of a few ideas. Number one, a universal basic income, UBI law. This could be a law to provide regular, unconditional cash payments to all citizens to cover basic living expenses. This hopefully would reduce poverty, it would support financial stability, and it could stimulate economic activity by increasing consumer spending. And it would also offer a safety net for education, entrepreneurship, and job transactions. I think this would be popular amongst the lower and middle income citizens, but may face some opposition due to concerns about funding and work incentives. Acceptance may grow as benefits become evident. And you might have come up with this law and been inspired by the need to address economic inequality and job insecurity, especially with the rise of automation, influenced by discussions with economists and social scientists that are advocating for UBIs and their potential benefits. Supportive, you might feel, seeing it as a compassionate and forward-thinking approach that addresses basic financial security, promotes social equality, and fosters more cohesive society. Idea number two may be some kind of a digital privacy protection law. It could be a law to enhance the privacy and security of personal data, requiring explicit consent for data collection and usage, and ensuring transparency. It could provide individuals with rights over their personal data, including access, correction, and deletion of your details, and it could establish penalties for data breaches, including accountability. It's likely to be popular amongst the public due to the rising concerns over data privacy, and it may face some resistance from businesses, especially in the tech industry, due to the regulatory impacts. But you came up with this idea in direct response to the frequent data breaches and public concerns over privacy, and you might be informed by discussions with security experts and maybe even privacy advocates. And I think most people would be strongly supportive, viewing this as an essential for building individual rights and building trust in digital economies. Believing in it is a crucial step towards safeguarding personal information. Now, idea number three is maybe some kind of an educational reform law. A law that's there to improve the quality and accessibility of education by increasing funding, updating the curricula, and supporting teacher training. Of course, this will provide different resources to schools, particularly in unserved areas. It will ensure equal educational opportunities for all students. We could update curricula to include modern skills such as digital literacy and critical thinking. And we could also use this to enhance teacher training and support to improve instructional quality. I think this will be likely popular amongst parents, amongst educators, and amongst students who will benefit from the improved economical outcomes. Some may have concerns about funding and implementing logistics, but overall, education reform is often viewed positively. You may be inspired by the observation of disparities in educational quality across different regions and socio-economic groups. You might be influenced by research showing the importance of modernising education to prepare students for the rapidly changing world. And hopefully you'd feel strongly supportive, believing that investing in education is crucial for the future. This law would not only improve individual opportunities, but also enhance social well-being by creating a more educated and skillful workforce. So now we have a few ideas. It's time for a sample answer, again with a good range of grammar and vocab. Being a teacher, I've chosen to talk about education reform laws. One law I would like to introduce in our country is an education reform law, which is both urgently needed and remarkably transformative. This law aims to address the glaring inequalities in our educational system by significantly increasing funding, updating the curricula, and extensively supporting teacher training. The changes this law would bring are profound. By allocating more resources to schools, particularly in unserved areas, we can ensure that every child has access to a quality education, regardless of their background. This law would completely overhaul the outdated curricula, integrating crucial modern skills such as digital literacy, critical thinking, and environmental education. Moreover, it would support teachers by providing them with the necessary training and resources, enabling them to effectively engage and inspire their students. I believe this law would be widely popular, especially amongst parents, educators and students who are deeply invested in the future of education. While there may be concerns about funding and the logistics of the implementation, the long-term benefits far outweigh the challenges. A well-educated populace is the cornerstone of a thriving society, and investing in education is therefore a wise and necessary step. The idea for this law came to me after observing the significant disparities in the educational quality across different regions and socio-economic groups. It became abundantly clear that without intervention, these inequalities would continue to perpetuate cycles of poverty and limit opportunities for countless individuals. By studying successful education systems in other countries and consulting with experts, I crafted this proposal to address these pressing issues. In conclusion, I am absolutely convinced that this educational reform law would positively revolutionise our society. It would not only provide students with the tools they need to succeed in a rapidly changing world, but also foster a more inclusive, equitable and enlightened community. Investing in education is needed and indeed a wise investment in our future. And I am deeply committed to seeing this vision become a reality. Thank you. So there you go, a 2-minute speech that includes a decent range of grammar and vocabulary that should allow for a high band score. The grammar and the vocabulary will be included in the transcript of the video. And please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel for more IELTS videos, or you can visit my website PassIELTSPlus.com to book a one-to-one lesson. Hope to see you soon. Thank you. Bye bye.